Have you ever been in church and listened to a sermon and didn't know what you were listening to? Everybody was shouting and you were looking around like you didn't know what was going on. There's something about hearing. There's a book out there called Hearing Beyond the Words. The words are there, but there's something in the word that gets us and does something to us. But have you ever been listening to a choir sing and you wonder why some people get worked up and other folks just look? As we are able to hear, some of us are not able to hear anybody but our favorite preacher. Somebody else comes, we see their mouth move, but we don't hear anything they say. Because we truth be told, Jesus is always slinging seed about. He slings it liberally. Like my grandmother in the country, she used to sling out seed to all the chickens in the yard. I know y'all don't know about the country, but she used to throw seed out, have it in her apron, and she would even throw it out to the guineas. I know you don't know what a guinea is. Guinea is that old gray ugly chicken. But my grandmama didn't discriminate. She threw seeds out to all of them in the yard. I wish I had a witness in there. The word is always being deposited, but the question is, can we hear it?
Yes.
And when we hear it, what do we do with it? Just everything gets old to us. It sours like milk. I was over to somebody's house and I was eating and they gave me the salad dressing. When y'all get home, check your salad dressing. Check your salad dressing. I was shaking some Thousand Island and it was 2 years old. Because we let stuff get old and we don't get excited about it anymore. I'm just trying to witness. I'll be going there after tomorrow. Y'all be better with me. But this thing about dirt, what is it about dirt that makes it ultimately fruitful? We know that God formed Adam from dirt. We hear these words during the Lenten season, the beginning of the Lenten season, from dust we came, and the dirt we will return. We know that Jesus, upon encountering a blind man, spat in the dirt, put it on his eyes, and he was given sight. The dirt cooperated with Jesus. We also know that when some judgmental man caught a woman in adultery and brought her to Jesus, who wrote in the dirt for a while until the accusers began to drop the rocks and walk away. You know, I started thinking about that thing. I imagine Jesus was wondering, how long did they watch? And then I wondered, he probably also said, why is dirt trying to talk about dirt as we are able to hear? Kurt Franklin asked in this song, someone asked the question, why do we sing? When we lift our hands to Jesus, what do we really mean? And then he connected that to something, I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the what? And I know he watches me. Yes. Small things become big things. Telling this dirt. Isn't it interesting how dirt can grow something? I'm going to shift gears here a minute. I want somebody to understand that I don't care how dirty life has made you feel. Yes. God can put something in your spirit and from that grow something that you never knew you would have the possibility of ever having. Yeah. I wonder, am I talking right in the things that keep us from being able to hear? Our past keeps us from being able to hear. Somebody did us wrong, keeps us from being able to hear. Somebody mishandled our heart, causes us from being able to hear. We hear the noise of the last thing somebody said that was hurtful about us, the last lick somebody delivered to us, the last word somebody did to us, the last hurt somebody did to us. But God knows that you are just his son that's out there, just his daughter that's out there. God knows who you are. God will send Samuel to look for you. The alienated become the included. The lost become the found. The hurt become the healed. Yes. The forgotten become the remembered. Yes. Let me preach this thing, Holy Ghost. The little become much. Ordinary people become extraordinary. Yes. What we imagine and think becomes small compared to what God does. Sit back and be ready to come in. You see, God has a sense of humor. When I met my late wife 38 years ago, God introduced me to a woman who played gospel music and who had a relationship with the Lord. I didn't even like gospel music, but I liked her.
That's all right. That's all right. Yes, indeed. That's all right. Amen.
I said, if I'm going to get to meet her, I got to listen to gospel music.
That's all right.
And so I started listening, but I noticed she had a relationship with the Lord.
Amen. Yes.
And I was ashamed of myself because I've been going to church all my life. Am I saying something? Can you go to church all this long and still not know the Lord?
That's right. Yes, yes.
But what I found out, I
Yes.
found out that because I wanted to meet the Lord, I met the Lord
Praise God.
through my wife.
Praise the Lord.
And so I remember this particular night, she was having choir rehearsal, and she was in there, and they were playing, they were rehearsing the altos, sopranos, and tenors when they were rehearsing, and all of a sudden, the sopranos started shouting, the altos started shouting, the tenors started shouting, and I was sitting over there saying, it doesn't take all that.
Oh, no, my Lord.
So then, my wife was playing the piano art, and she started shouting. So then I had to step up because we were married then, so I went over there and I grabbed her.
No, don't grab.
To hold her down. Next thing I know, she was jumping me all over the room, and I couldn't turn loose. God was saying, I'm going to let you hold on until I shake some of that foolishness out of you. You cannot quench the spirit. You cannot quench the spirit. The spirit comes in the room. You got to let go and let God.
Yes. Yes.
And I thank God for shaking that mess out of me.
Amen.
And when I found out He is faithful unto death.
Yes.
Thank you.